Yeah, it's me again. No change since last time, but by the last video where I had trouble getting my uploaded cover image and my author image to upright itself, even though it was uploaded right side up, type in the number 270 and it works every time. And then degrees you want to throw. Okay, no matter if it's 15 degrees off or 180 degrees off, it will right itself. And if that isn't a code, I don't know what is. Of course, Amazon will have fixed that by now, probably, because I mentioned this on Facebook. But if they didn't, they'll claim it's a hackers or something else, but that's definitely a code. That's no coincidence. And anyway, I don't know if that's the reason that I gave earlier to push people into pain and have their covers professionally made on CreateSpace, or if it's just punishment for people on the internet trying to make waves like me. But anyway, I'm going to try another promotional campaign this time. It's the 12th, and I set it to start for the 15th. They say the average bid is 16 to 27 cents per click. I'm bidding 30, setting a budget for $300, starting on the 15th. And they have it going through the 11th, but my $300 budget shouldn't last that long. This is all you can say about your book. It's pretty much just a tweet worth. I tried to make the most out of that. I called it a romance, nothing short of a fairy tale coming true up here. We only have 2 characters left after that. What else? Well, for this part, we'll just go ahead and submit this campaign for review. Success. New campaign. I'll try to show the old campaigns. By the way, I've offered them $200 twice and $300 once, and they're only taking $1.15, and I've had no sales. The one rejected was because I had a spelling typo. The others, I don't know why. Apparently they all ran, but they all ended. Like I said, they all ran. They only charged me $1.15 for it. Amazon's net worth, this is per share, but their net worth now is $823 billion. It's almost double when I started with them. They are going to be worth $1 trillion before the year's out, no doubt. Like I said, it's all about the money. And do you really think a company that large puts integrity before their bottom line with that sort of profit and growth? Come on, people. You ever heard of big tobacco and big pharma? Anyway, Goodreads. Once again, I remind you, you're supposed to go there, buy your own books, give them away so you can get your books reviewed, to have a review to promote them. You can't have your books reviewed for free. I gave away 8 of my 10 copies for free for 5 days, the max, and apparently around 65 people looked at them. Here are my books. 5 of them are novellas, 2 of them are anthologies, and the other 3 are a trilogy. Flash on the page, I'm working on polishing it. I thought the uniqueness of each story being 250 words long exactly, 133 of them would sell some copies, but the grammar suffered because of it, and I didn't realize it as I looked at it again. So I'm polishing them, so I'm still only going to be 1 story long. That's the old Flash on the page from CreateSpace, which charges more, so don't order that one, order the other one. If it's out there with that cover, I think it is. The Wake Up is truly, that's somebody else's, so. Those are my books. You can only find them on Amazon if you type in my name or the titles in the search box. I've looked for them under romance, which was a keyword I paid to have attached during those promotional campaigns. Not only did I not see it anywhere on the 200 pages that I scrolled through, which took about 2 hours each time, I didn't see any covers created by Amazon's cover creator. I even emailed them at the bottom where it asks you about looking for your stuff, and asked them why no self-published books appeared, and of course I didn't get a response. This is this month, and these are the free books that people ordered during my free promotion. Notice that there's nothing paid. Nobody bought anything. I'm beginning to expect that's going to be the case. That's why I don't plan to stick this video out unless I don't sell anything by the end of the month. Offering another $300 is my limit. I'd have to sell 577 copies to break even. This is my historical sales record. Remember, I bought 10 books myself. I had a proof that once upon a time I was almost a writer. Paperbacks. That's what these beige things are. Orange, whatever you want to call it. And if you look, there's 4, 1, that's 5. And those 2 over here are 6, 7. They don't go beyond April, which is kind of weird too. They haven't updated it. So this thing doesn't even show the books I bought, if I'm reading it right. It says 5, and it's not quite 5, plus that would make 5. And this is 2.5 or something. That should be all the way up to the top to show the books I bought. I did get the royalties for them after complaining about it. And I'm not sure if it showed up like it was supposed to when it did or not. I was too tired at the time to look for it, and I didn't have a video camera back then. These are the free books. 15 free books according to this thing. And like I said, it's not, only goes up to April in historical. It says, oh, I was reading the wrong thing. My apologies. The ebooks are orange. My books are the gray ones, so it does show my 10 books plus about 2 more. They're in gray. I'm so tired. But apparently all I've sold in a year of being on Amazon is about 9 copies of ebooks. And I think 1 paperback I know of. And that was the more expensive CreateSpace one. The sloppy flash on the page too, I think, which I apologize for. I didn't realize it was sloppy. Like I said, I was hoping the precise word count would make a promotional tool. That's pages red. I don't know what that has to do with that. The friggin' fund that you're supposed to get money from, I think. That's the grand totals. If you add up all my royalties for a year on Amazon, I've made $8.91, including the royalties on books I bought myself. And yes, I sound like a lunatic because I have lost my mind, but I've also lost all my hope. And that's much worse. And by the way, if you go back to number 1, the first, and the Extorting American Dream, you'll see that said over 6 million results when you typed in ebooks. Now it's down to over 900,000 results. Why did they do that for? Legally it's the same thing, but it makes it not sound as bad when you realize that when you go through all 100 pages that show up, all you're seeing is 6,400 books out of those over 90,000. And when you get to the end now, unlike before, it doesn't tell you that you can click and review less relevant results and look at another 100 pages. It just tells you that's the end of all the results they have. See if I can get to it. This is the romance. Used to be able to get 100 pages of that when I was doing my promo, and I went through 100 pages. Now you can only get 20 of that. And out of 20 pages, that's 16 a page. That's what? 3,200 titles or something? And it tells you that when you type in romance, there's over 100,000 results. Where are always other results? Amazon is a vanity press. You only get to them by typing the author's name in, and he only gets to sell books by some of the friends on Facebook. And I have, see, this is the part where I said, you can't click to get more results anymore. You have reached the end of the best set of results we have, and they don't have click for more, less relevant results anymore. Used to be able to get another 400 pages. And in those 800 pages, mind you, the most I spotted was a dozen that were created with Kindle Cover Creator. Granted, I could be wrong, but even if I'm 100 times off, over 6 million results, you'd be looking at 6,400 ebooks on 400 pages. So that's like almost 13,000 out of over 6 million that you can find. And a lot of these that you find, they show up more than once, so you're not even seeing in that total count. think about it. 13,000 out of over 6 million are all you can see in general access. The rest have to be found by typing in the author's name or the title of the book. Now, that is a vanity press, and they don't promote it as such. And what bothers me now is that they're not taking my money when I finally came in and tried to pay them the promote, and I'm bidding over their average bids. I'm beginning to think I titled this series wrong. It's not extorting the American dream, it's stealing it outright. And like I said, this is all I can do. I do have one request when I get to the end, to go to your Facebook homepage. First I remind you, create space. That's where you can go, owned by Amazon, to have your cover professionally designed, have it edited professionally, and a bunch of other stuff you can pay for, which of course does make it look better. But if it's not even showing up on Amazon and you have to sell it to your own friends on Facebook, that's the only way to get it out there. What's the point of paying for that? And this is Audible, where you can pay even more to have it narrated and put on tape. And I'm guessing it's the same thing with Amazon, because I can't afford this. And anyway, why didn't my thing change? Hang on. It's all such an obvious scam. I think the reason I haven't, that they're selling books out for me, they've got to be. I have too many people seem to like what I type up and what I write on Facebook not to at least be curious enough to buy a few books. Especially when my prices range from, and now this is the raised prices that I raised them to cover the cost for paying for advertising campaigns. You can get my ebooks for 99 cents a piece for most of them, $1.50 for some. And the paperbacks, they go from $4 for the novellas to $6 to $7 at most. And I ain't selling diddly according to Amazon, even though I've been promoting it like heck. You can go to Facebook and look at my page, I'm James Hardy, and you'll see that I've been promoting, and you'll see what people say about my writing on Facebook. So I request, I don't expect anybody to really do this, go to your home page on Facebook, go down this side, find Town Hall, click on it, give it a second, it'll show you who your representatives are. Go to state or federal, or whatever else you may have, I don't know what foreign countries show. Click contact, click on message, or whatever, and contact them. I don't know how this is going to take. Ask them to have Amazon have an independent agency in charge of regulating their book sales, because they don't. I went to their webinar and I asked them, and they tried to cleverly sidestep the issue by telling me it's all almost completely animated and internal teams handle book sales. Like they couldn't automatically animate it to steal off the top of themselves. It's like that makes it honest somehow. You might have to mail them, but I think you can probably contact them. I just don't have time to show you. But I just requested, and if you can contact your representatives, tell them if you bought any of my books, because I'm beginning to believe that's the only way I'll ever know if any sold. And mention if you are a writer on Amazon and you succeeded, say how much you had to pay to promote your work before you got success, if you did at all. And if you're one like me who's never gotten anywhere, mention that. We need something to happen. I mean, you can't steal Americans' dreams like this and get away with it scot-free. Thanks for your time. I'll give you one look at me before I go. Give it a few seconds for me to set it up. I'm a nervous wreck and getting nervouser by the second. Where's that OK button? Mayday, mayday. Okay. This is me. Sorry I ain't beautiful, that's just the way it is. I like to think I have a beautiful mind, what's left of it anyway. Anyway, thanks for watching. This will probably be the last video I post, unless there's something dramatic happens, which we all know America's run by corporations, but I like to believe truth and justice, and all that still has something to do with the American way. Anyway, if anybody ever takes this viral and gets to do that stuff with the representatives and send in the results. Maybe we'll find out if individuals still have rights in this country. If we even still have a country. I think it's one big corporation now. Anyway, I had a whole lot more to say, but I'm just too nervous to get to it. Thanks. Doormat out.